A nationally televised Top 15 matchup highlights this weekend. And we've got your preview in this edition of the NCHC Morning Skate, brought to you by Tria Orthopedics, the exclusive medical provider of the NCHC Frozen Face-Off. We start with what should be a terrific series pitting number 6 Denver at number 12 Arizona State. Friday's game will air on CBS Sports Network. The Pioneers have payback on their minds as they head to the desert. It was the Sun Devils who ended their school record 12-0 start to the season back in late November. In fact, ASU's sweep that weekend helped ignite its current hot streak, during which it's lost just twice in the last 14 games. Denver is coming off a tie and a win at home with Omaha last weekend, in which they were a part of 2 NCHC records. A night after tying the Mavericks 3-3 and then losing in an NCHC record 16-round shootout, the Pios tied the NCHC record for goals in conference play in an 11-2 rout. Junior Rieger Lorenz compiled 6 points in the series, including 2 goals and 2 assists in Game 2 to earn NCHC Forward of the Week. Sophomore Z. Buyam had 4 points in the series, including the tying goal Friday and 3 assists on Saturday to earn NCHC Defenseman of the Week. Arizona State picked up a road sweep last weekend, beating Miami in Oxford 7-1 and 4-1 to move into a first-place tie in the NCHC. Artem Schlane had a goal and 3 helpers to lead the attack on Friday. Ryan Kerwin, the NCHC's January Player of the Month, added 2 goals and leads the NCHC with 18 on the year. Goaltender Luke Pavicic made 30 saves in the series and allowed just 2 goals. Back in November, Arizona State stunned DU 3-2 and 5-2 at Magnus Arena behind a 4-goal weekend from Schlane. The Pioneers lead the all-time series 9-4-1. Also this weekend, number 4 Western Michigan, the NCHC's top-ranked team, is back home to host St. Cloud State. The Broncos added to their conference-leading point total with 4 points in a 4-1 win and 3-2 overtime loss at Colorado College last weekend in the Springs. Saturday's loss snapped a 7-game winning streak. Sophomore Alex Bump continued his fine play for Western with a goal and 2 assists in the series. He's tied for 4th in the NCHC with 28 points. St. Cloud State heads to Kalamazoo looking for its first win since December. The Huskies picked up a point in a 3-3 tie and shootout loss on Friday, then fell 6-2 at home to North Dakota in the finale. Junior Ethan O'Coin scored a pair of goals for SCSU in Friday's tie. The Huskies are winless in their last 8 games. Their last victory came on December 29th in a non-conference matchup with St. Thomas. And SCSU last won in the NCHC on December 7th. This is the only scheduled series of the season between Western and SCSU. Last year, the Huskies won 3 of the 4 meetings during the regular season and then beat the Broncos 2-1 in their best-of-3 NCHC quarterfinal series.
Doing the right things on and off the ice, and to see him not be able to celebrate after a game for a month is tough. And obviously, as a coach too, Sundays really stink after a loss, I can tell you that. And it'd be nice to have a nice Sunday one of these days, but the old adage holds true. All we can really do is make sure we stick together, make sure we keep working, and it's going to feel darn good when we get that win and get on a roll.
Our third series of the weekend is a top 20 affair as number 16 North Dakota hosts number 20 Colorado College. As noted, North Dakota tied St. Cloud State 3-3 before winning a shootout on Friday. Cameron Berg had 2 goals in that game for UND. The next night, the Fighting Hawks won 6-2 behind a pair of tallies from Owen McLaughlin to cap a 5-point weekend. Colorado College split its 3rd straight series with a 4-1 loss and 3-2 overtime win versus Western Michigan last weekend at home. Freshmen led the way for the Tigers. Carson Musser made 34 saves in Saturday's overtime win for a .944 save percentage and allowed only 1 even-strength goal. That made him the NCHC Goaltender of the Week. Classmate Owen Beckner totaled 3 points in the series, including a goal and 2 assists, to pick up NCHC Rookie of the Week honors. This is the only regular season series of the year between UND and CC. Last season, the Tigers swept all 4 games, including a pair of 3-2 overtime wins at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Finally, this weekend, Omaha is back at Baxter Arena to host Minnesota Duluth in the only 2 regular season games they'll play against one another. The Mavericks earned 2 points last weekend at Denver, tying the Pios 3-3 before winning that NCHC record 16-round shootout on Friday. Senior captain Nolan Krenzen delivered the shootout winner. The next night, UNO had a 2-0 lead before Denver reeled off 11 straight goals to tie the record Omaha holds for most goals in an NCHC game. The 11-2 loss ended Omaha's 7-game unbeaten streak. Minnesota Duluth was off last week. The Bulldogs last played on January 24th and 25th, splitting with Denver at Amsoil Arena. Senior captain Dominic James leads UMD with 10 goals and 21 points, while Aaron Pionk has a team-best 18 assists and is second with 20 points. The Bulldogs are 4-2 in their last 6 conference games and 5-4-0 on the road this season. Last year, Omaha won 3 of the 4 head-to-head meetings, including both at home. Here now are the updated NCHC standings. Arizona State and Western Michigan are tied for the top spot with 34 points, although Western has the advantage with 2 games in hand. Omaha remains in third with 31 points, 6 ahead of UND and 7 clear of Denver. Both of those teams have 2 games in hand on the Mavericks as they battle for a home ice spot. Again, here is this weekend's schedule. Friday's game between Denver and Arizona State in Tempe will air nationally on CBS Sports Network. All of the other 7 games on the schedule can be seen live on NCHC.TV, the official streaming platform of the conference. Also, check out NCHCHockey.com for the latest news, scores, stats, and standings updates. Just 5 weeks remain in the regular season, and with each passing week, the action gets more intense. Thanks for watching the NCHC Morning Skate, brought to you by Tria Orthopedics, the exclusive medical provider of the NCHC Frozen Face-Off.